Welcome, welcome, welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Crisis 169 has to introduce to you a topic that is not really talked about much anymore because Halo Infinite is kind of fucking dead. Um, Once again, guys, Crisis 169 coming to you live here with this. Is Halo Infinite, is Halo dead? I've heard a video about this today and really had to make my video response about it too, only because it kind of makes sense. I played Halo Infinite on PC a couple weeks ago, and that was about it. And at that point in time, the game wouldn't even load. I downloaded it; it wouldn't even download on my internal SSD or my external SSD because I had to unload it because the game was not even working. So I was okay. Well, I'll go ahead and undownload it and then uninstall and reinstall it on my PC. Nothing. The game's a clusterfuck. Okay. That being said, though, is there any shining light to this game at all? Really? Doesn't work. That's the only shining light come to it. If you haven't known what Halo is, Halo's been around since the original Xbox. That bad boy. And being originally around since the original Xbox, it had a lot of swagger. A lot of people playing Halo. You were not an Xbox fanboy unless if you didn't play Halo. That's where a lot of the fanboys came from, Halo and the Xbox. Now they kind of died off now a little bit. And yes, I do have a Sony controller plugged to my PC. I was playing God of War on Steam. God of War on Steam. And I'm thinking about refunding it. It just doesn't seem very fun to me. But it's the topic of our time, though. God of War. It changed a lot from the style I used to play on the PS2. It was very fun on the PS2. Then it got watered down on the PS3. Then it became more watered down when I got away with the PS4. I don't mean watered down in that way. I mean, it just got different. I think different is a big word to say. I think that's a big word you can use to describe that. But that is a word to use in itself. But enough of God of War. Let's get on with Halo. If you've been living under a rock lately or not cared about gaming at all, really, that's fine. It's not a cup of tea. I'm not going to worry about gaming, right? But if you do worry about gaming and do worry about it and worry about it a lot, you do understand that Halo has been around for a long period of time. Halo has been around since the original Xbox. It helped save the 360 from the cluster F was called Perfect Dark Zero. That was supposed to be the new big app that our game didn't even. It was garbage. I played Perfect Dark on 64. That was amazing. I never played Perfect Dark on the Zero because I didn't want to, because I read about how bad it was. So everybody got into the ET bashing of Perfect Dark, couldn't even play it, myself included. But going back to what is being said about Halo Infinite, when you're releasing these battle passes or battle packs or updates in 3 months and you change them from March or May to November, that's 6 months now, and saying some of them are to be determined or subject to change, a lot of them say on a website, it makes you wonder how committed are these companies nowadays. How committed are these companies? How committed are 343 Studios, DICE, EA is a publisher company, Square Enix. I'm trying to think. My brain's all screwed up right now. Activision Blizzard, Treyarch, Infinity Ward. These publishers, developers that make these games we like, from Call of Duty to Halo to Doom and Bethesda. What's to say that all the other companies start doing the Halo Infinite and Battlefield 2042 approach, releasing half-ass baked games that don't work? What then? Are we supposed to go, oh well, accept it and move on, or stop, or is that the end of gaming as we know it? I don't think it's the end of gaming as we know it, but it does make people wonder what the hell they're paying for. When you buy a game, like me, I bought God of War, right? I'm playing God of War about half an hour ago. The game crashed. Went offline. Okay? I'm trying to do something with Kronos, my character. He ain't doing something. So is the game bad? Is it destroyed? So I want to get a refund. Because I'm not going to play a game for under an hour and hope for the best. Crashed one time, I'm done. Because games shouldn't crash. I know it's an amazing thing I'm saying. Games shouldn't be released like crap, and games shouldn't crash, and games shouldn't have missing content you got paid for. Destiny had to pay for later on in installments. I could put time where you went to a store, you bought Super Mario Brothers, Super Mario Bros. 2, or if you're lucky, Super Mario Bros. 3, if you can get a hold of it. Bring it home, open it up, smell that sweet cartridge, fight your parents to play a game for 5 minutes while them telling you to do everything else. Pop it in, turn it on. The game didn't ask you for increment payments for the game. The game was 100%. Yes, $40, $50 back then, a lot of money back in the 80s and 90s. But though the game was complete, nowadays we're paying, it's like we're paying monthly installments to play a game. And Halo Infinite and even Halo Master Chief Collection, and I forgot about this, is adding microtransactions to do Master Chief Collection. Game been out almost 8 years now. 8 years. Halo Master Chief Collection has been out for 8 effing years. And where have this been gone? When it came out 8 years ago, and I'm the idiot who bought the Xbox One without Kinect, because I didn't want the Kinect, the original Xbox One. I bought a headset. I bought Rise, Son of Rise, Rome, what do you call it? I bought Titanfall, and I bought Dead Rising 3. 3 games. 3 games. Plus a headset. So I had some fun that weekend. I got the game on a Tuesday, went home, opened it up, popped it in, played it, for a great time. Found that Master Chief Collection. All right, I'm going to buy that. So I pre-ordered that. Like an idiot. I heard the game was bad, review, but I still bought it, got it anyway. Went home, and the game was a cluster F. It took almost a year to get it fully operational. Almost a year to get it fully operational, folks. Almost a year. Not 6 weeks, not 6 months. Over a year, at least about 2-3 years at least, to get it finally workable. I played Halo 2, where if you pause the game and unpaused it, it's a black screen. You can hear the grunt, you can hear gunfire, but you can't see anything. Or in my personal favorite, you're playing Halo 3, Pillar of Autumn, and you immediately get stopped. Oh, the Halo Master Chief Collection needs an update. You couldn't wait until I got done with the game to ruin my progress. It took it back almost back to the very beginning, almost to the very beginning. I'm like, I'm done with this. I stopped playing it for a while. Like I'm not gonna play it. I keep having guessing games with it. It's on the Xbox One. Okay, so I was irritated anyway. I love Titanfall. I love me some Dead Rising 3, but I wanted the Halo, and I bought it not fully for that, but for other games. I want to play Titanfall. It's a good game, and it ran great. Probably the best game down there. It ran perfectly. Even though it was online only, it was still a great game. It ran smooth and great, but it's very linear. I mean, so it didn't have a whole lot to it. But once you beat the campaign on both sides, it was a one campaign. The next campaign, you got the Orc Titan, but it became a rotating playlist, and it's online, so you're playing against other players. So it doesn't matter if you mop the floor with them or not. If you're destined to lose, you lose. But whatever, right? But that's Titanfall. Penalty Collection now wants to add Halo one that's all, folks. 343 wants to add a microtransaction in Penalty Collection, but they're forgetting the fact that Halo Infinite's still been out for a year now, almost a year now, and it's still a cluster fuck of a mess that hasn't got fixed yet. They still haven't got us all the stuff. There's still no split screen, maybe coming soon. Still no Forge, open beta coming soon. There's none of the shit that we love in Halo 3. And I would ask Tier 3 House, why are you doing this? Why are you giving us pieces of this shit? Just dump it all at one time. If it doesn't work and it catches fire and it explodes, you know what? There goes Halo. But at least you tried. At least we respect you more for trying. Okay? I would respect you more for trying than sitting there and trying to give us this crap little by little for the next 12 to 18 months to give us little tidbits, give us a whole damn course. Stop holding out on us. But this is I haven't played Halo since my damn Halo game crashed. I had to get rid of it because the damn game wouldn't work. It almost so bad that my system started acting up. The app wouldn't work. I had to turn my computer off. Literally had a hard computer, almost unplug it to get the damn thing to release it from this damn torment it's in, because the damn game kept messing up everything. That's one game, folks. And I have a pretty rocking PC at 2060 with Ryzen 5 5600X. Okay? I don't have a hell of a whole lot, a problem with this rig here. I know I update it every week. I check every week for updates to see how many updates it takes for it to get done. Because, if you don't do updates on your graphics card, it kind of affects gameplay. But I'm up to date. I'm waiting for more updates. But I can't wait around for Halo Infinite to finally get fixed when the studio wants to throw the switch. Okay, we're done now. This should have been done months ago. This game should have been released a year ago, 100%, without having problems. I know the Xbox fanboys are going, "Oh, Christ, you don't understand. It's Halo. Halo." Well, before you start sucking off on Microsoft, before you start sucking Microsoft off, you might want to realize the fact that when you're talking to a company that doesn't give a shit who you are, they don't know you by any name. You can come by their offices and deliver them a pizza. They still wouldn't care who you are, because you're nothing to them. Like Sony and other companies, even Nintendo. You're nothing but a person who buys their product. They appreciate you buy it, but they want you to go home and play it. Not beyond the Xbox Defense Force manning up your war machine, getting their little tank and marching onto the battlefield to fight. Or a piece of plastic or your game. They want you to buy the game and go home and play it. That's it. It's really hard to understand at all. It's not really that hard to understand at all. pretty simple to understand, actually, if you really start looking at it. If you start breaking it down brass tacks wise, it's pretty simple. It's pretty simple how you do it. These companies don't care. They want money. And now 343 Studios doing the sorry guys, my damn fingernails. Sorry, doing the Diablo approach to everything. Sorry, by microtransaction everything to help you speed up your processing of your game so you get there faster. Why don't you just add more challenges instead of just making, hey, stupid, buy this and buy this too while you're at it? Why don't you just make more purchases? Why don't you make more purchases? Why don't you make it easier for them to level up with more challenges? The one thing about Call of Duty I liked about Call of Duty 4 was I had golden guns, plated guns, way before I prestiged. Because I completed challenges like you wouldn't believe. And some were pretty hard. But I went through them. And I got the golden guns, unlike, M16s, and other guns. Because I wanted to do this, something I can achieve. Some people have diamonds. I'm not a diamond kind of guy. Gold's fine for me. It's fine for me. It shows what I've done. But now you can buy a crap in Call of Duty. Now you can buy a crap in Call of Duty. You can go there and buy it now if you wanted to. So you don't have to earn anymore. You just give them money. And that doesn't make you a better person. It makes you just go out there and you put mommy's credit card, your credit card on there and bought something. And now it's really sad to me. Because it makes it sound like you guys just want a nickel and dime. And it's really, I'm not surprised they haven't added my microtransactions. I ain't Infinite yet. I wouldn't be surprised if it did add microtransactions on Halo Infinite. I wouldn't be surprised. Not one bit at all. I say that because I wouldn't be surprised. Because what they're doing right now is insanity. Leave me alone. Would you leave me alone? Now, and that's what they're saying. Will you leave me alone kind of thing? That's what they're going to be saying. Like that one guy on Twitter is like, oh, you guys' expectations are high. Will you leave me alone? Pretty much what he's saying. This is what Halo's going to be saying. Will you leave me alone? No, what they're going to be saying to you. When you're aggravating them. Oh, my God. We have to have gain 100% now? I'm sorry. We're spending. It's like a battlefield. I've got a battlefield. Expectations are so high. Paid you $90 to $100 a pop. Just shows you give a damn a little bit. And then this is the problem with game industry today, folks. We have all these people, all these snowflakes in the game industry who want us to just play crappy games that are broken. Because they don't want to put the effort in to finish these stupid things. And I'm very, 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 very seriously considering getting out of gaming. This can happen because this is asinine. Like a God of War. I had one glitch where the computer just literally just backed out of everything because God of War had an issue. I'm like, really? Are we having these bugs, breaking bugs that break my system because it can't work on it? It just seems like, to me, sorry guys, it seems like to me that there is a problem when it comes to game developers and the companies that overrule them. And they need to really start thinking, do we have to rush this game out? Can we sit here and enjoy it a little bit? Nope, get it out. There's a cluster train wreck of a fuck up. Then everybody's pointing fingers at each other. The gamer's like, I spent $60 on this crap. $70 if you have newer consoles. God help you. This with Steam like that, I get good Steam sales. It's on right now, by the way. But yeah, though, this is the crap you have to deal with, folks, every single day. I mean, it's one of those things you have to deal with that people just don't get. For life of me, I just don't understand it. I don't. I try to get it, but I just can't understand it. And maybe it's me. Maybe it's me. Maybe I have too much time in my hands to think about stuff like this. Maybe I say we need to have better games because I believe that in games the best way to escape reality. Not because I want to escape around and live in reality, just because I want to escape reality, so have fun doing it. But that being said, though, when does it end? When does the monopoly of broken games end? Do we take our wallets and just not buy them anymore? Do we just stop playing games completely? Or do we find, or hope they find developers who actually can fix these damn games? There's a lot more folks than just turning on a game and playing it. These games have so much code nowadays and so much stuff going on. And it's coding and defragging and issues that pop up. Did anybody, Q&A this? When Battlefield 2042 launched the way it did, I couldn't believe it. I played the beta. I thought the beta was great. Come to find out, the beta was more stable than the game actually is when it launched. Now it's saying something. Okay, and now it's a laughing stock. The game won't get fixed because EA doesn't care about it anymore. 343 Studios is going to stop caring about Halo because they're masters above a Microsoft. You know what? We're done with this game. We'll move on to the next big thing. And they're going to dump it on the ground and leave it for fans who like Halo or are going to keep fighting it, even though the 343 Studios has given up. They walk off the field. They're taking their tanks and artillery away. You fanboys are still running out there with pitchforks and your arrows, taking on the other side saying, look, your 343 armaments is leaving. And you're still fighting a war that you can't win because nobody cares. Happened with Anthem. Fanboys are launching their attack. EA just walked off the battlefield. They got rid of it. They stopped caring. Then they got overrun. Now, Battlefield 2042. Fanboys are running out there. The EA armament is kind of slowly walking away. They're giving up on it. Because it's easier to give up on it and trash it and take the money and put it in a new game. You keep dumping money into a game that now is broken. It's going to take years to fix. So, Halo Infinite is not Master Chief Collection level of crap, but it was already broken to begin with because it came down missing a lot of stuff. Yeah, Halo Collection was broken, but at least you had Forge. You couldn't use it at all, but you had it right away. They just did debug it and work it properly for the Xbox One ecosystem and the 360 systems and the PC that was going to get it as well. But that was pushed back because of that cluster F they did. I think about 2 years. So they had 2 years before it went on PC to refix it. And people are saying it worked better on PC when it came out than it did on the consoles. Well, yeah, if you get 24 months extra in the oven, it kind of does, get better. But I think Halo Infinite is not as bad as those games I mentioned, but it's missing content. You're trying to play a game, you can't get matchmaking sometimes. The game does have bugs that cause problems. It's hard to get in the game. You don't even know if you're facing bots or real players because it takes so long to get a game. You might have a mixture, just like Battlefield 2042 had. I played a couple maps where bots were in there. AI bots were running around. It was so low that EA allowed bots to go into a live multiplayer game. On both sides, you can have 20 players each on a 128 battlefield, 64 players per, and maybe less than 30 of them or more than 30 of them, less than 30 of them, were actually live players, breathing people. The other ones were just bots running around getting shot at. And to me, that's wrong. And there's rumors that Halo Infinite had the same thing where a lot of players weren't playing the game, so they had bots go in there. So you have one team full of players, your team full of bots is running around. That's not really what you're buying a game for. You want to play bot mode, you go play bot mode. You don't buy a Halo game to go play bots unless you want to play bot mode. And I think that's something that EA kind of rubbed off on 343 Studios was, well, we just don't have enough people, we'll just put the bots in there called a day. Well, that's fun and great and all, but it doesn't help your overallness of your game. I mean, people think you're just cowards and you don't want to admit that your game is crap. That's what it boils down to. Your game is garbage and you don't want to admit to it. Your game is crap and you don't want to admit that it's crap. It's very dangerous to take said games. You know what? We're going to take said game here and we're going to put it right here and we're going to sell it to people and say it's going to be fun. Well, that's great and fun and all, but I don't care about the what ifs. I don't care about what could be. And what I care about is the game going to be fun or not to play? Because if it ain't fun to play, then why are we playing it? That's my point of view on it. If it ain't fun, then why are we playing it? Because I'd rather have a fun game than a boring game. That's me. Because it's not fair to people who play games like this, who pay their money, to get said game, and it doesn't work. That's not right for all folks. At the end of the day, 343 Studios has screwed the pooch again. They've given us a crap game again, and nobody but the hardcore fans of Halo want to call them out on this. The fanboys need to wake up and smell the fanboyism. The company don't care about you. They use you as pawns to get their agenda across. I don't care about what agenda you go on, what team you play for. It doesn't bother me. But what I am worried about is people finding ways to make this into a bigger agenda than it actually is. What it is, 343 Studios want to take a cheap way out and add monetization on Halo Master Collection and give us a piss poor excuse why Halo Infinite is broken. If you support this crap, keep supporting it, bend over, and let them rear into you. If you don't support this, speak with your wallet, cancel your ultimate subscription, walk away from Xbox, and I guarantee eventually they will start listening. Because they'll have to. This is Christ169 saying peace, love. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.